once again, everyone. We already know who it is. It's your favorite person. And I'm gonna start this off by saying there won't be any auto racing for me this weekend. Now, I was looking forward to my very first official auto race actually at the track. Now, although my buddy got the tickets, I don't even care at this point. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because the race is being held on Sunday, and I wasn't really sure about the time, what we need to do, this, that, and the third, because I had never been to one. So I'm thinking, let's make it a tailgate experience. So I started looking at stuff online, YouTube or whoever, about people tailgating and auto racing and all that. So I'm talking to him early last week about the situation, and I'm like, well, shoot, let's just go ahead and get a room, because for the last 4 years he's talked about going to this auto race and it never happened. For some reason he ghosted, he black out. I don't know what's going on with him. So I'm like, with my discount and everything, and first of all, had we booked this room a month or two ago, it would have been even cheaper. And the reason for booking a room is the race was going to be a couple of 2-3, I'm going to say about at least 3.5 hours from the time I leave home, driving there, getting into the thick of things and the traffic and the build up. I probably would have got inside to the stands about 4 hours after I leave home. Plus, I want to do the whole auto racing experience by tailgating that night before, which would have been tonight. And that's hanging out with other people, tailgating, because the rooms was filling up fast and whatnot. And I already talked to him about this. We can get this room for X amount of dollars, this price, that, and the third. I said, but I'll get back with you Thursday to finalize. Me saying get back with you to finalize is have your part of the money for the room. Okay? So I called him Thursday. He mumbling around, making small talk, doing whatever it is he's supposed to be doing. Y'all excuse me, there's something going on over here. A bunch of picketers trying not to run nobody over. So he's making small talk, and all of a sudden Thursday, well, man, let me get back to you. Click. I'm like, okay, here we go. I ain't thinking that's about it. I checked the room the next day. It had went up by $40 more. So nah, this ain't gonna work. I even checked it today, thinking it was a fluke. The room is 3 times as much today as it would have been getting it Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday last week. What I wasn't gonna do is book this room, and the first thing he was gonna say was, well, can I pay you for my portion of the room next week? I'm so tired of cheap ass friends. Okay? And my whole point behind this room was there was an activity going on today. But let me give y'all kind of like what would have been happening today. I would have driven 48 minutes to an hour west in the direction towards the race today, which brings me to driving 48 minutes to an hour back today, and then going back in that same direction tomorrow for the race. So I came up with the harebrained idea, well, since we going to the event today, we should just go ahead and get the room, man. And even though check-in ain't till 4 o'clock, I still don't know what time what the event was today. I knew it was Saturday. He never called me back Thursday. But anyway, room had went up Friday. Now today it was triple. He calls me today. Hey man, I'm sitting at the Waffle House. Then I said, okay, then well, you go ahead and enjoy your meal, cause I didn't answer the phone at first. I called back. Well, you go ahead and enjoy your meal. So what's up? You still coming down? I was like, for what? I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get on his level. I said, look, man, let me explain something to you. Cause we talked about this 3 times in a row, and maybe you should have written it down or put it in your Google Calendar. I don't know, but The whole game plan was for me to come down there today, go to the event, book the room down there, and it was going to be a non-refundable room because I was getting it at such a cheap rate. Now, no room. I'm not trying to go to this event because it ain't that serious for me. It's not even something I'm into, you know, but I would go knowing that we got the room. We can hang out later today and tailgate and do all these things, blah, blah, blah. And oh, by the way, the race is still on tomorrow, because I know from years past when he mentioned it, and then race is always in October. When he finally resurfaced in November, yeah, man, that race was good. Me and Kim went, or me and Tracy went, or me and Angela went. It's like, wait a minute, I don't trip on that because we never did finalize it then. So today on the phone, I'm saying, well, man, you know, I don't know how long you've been knowing me, but you know I'm very precise with things. So the whole game plan of the whole experience of the auto race would have started with tailgating tonight. Whether he wanted to tailgate or not, we could have secured the room. The room included breakfast, and got up tomorrow morning, ate, checked out, went on to the race. Because I was not going to drive, I'm going to round it up. I was not going to drive an hour today to go to one event, drive an hour to come back, and then drive that hour plus more tomorrow going back in the same direction. Possibly either he gonna ride with me, I'm gonna ride with him, or cause at first it was like, I'm gonna meet you at the race, just look for so and so out. Dude, I ain't never done this before. You know the lay of the land. You drive or you direct. Why are we taking two vehicles to drive almost 3 hours? See, these are the kind of people I need to stop hanging around. And I told him, and I'm on the phone with him this morning. I'm like, you know, the whole game plan was to get the whole auto race experience, because I'm not trying to go spend 4 hours on Sunday morning in traffic, hustling, bustling to get to a race. And the minute I get there, I'm already ready to go because I'm thinking about Monday morning going to work. So I wanted to actually experience and enjoy part of the race, which meant tonight, you know, doing some things tonight, hanging out. There are gonna be a lot of people out, just you know, be amongst people and just, you know, y'all look, for y'all football fans, y'all know what tailgating is. So once I looked at auto racing, believe me, all these thousands of people out there, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get in the mix. That's shot to hell now. That's all shot to hell. And then he had the audacity to say, well, I'll just drive up your way tonight and we'll leave from there in the morning. No, you're not. Y'all know I've already had these YouTube comments about people always think they can spend the night. No, we're not about to do that, because the race experience is not at my house. It would have been at tailgating. Do y'all not understand what I'm saying? So I don't need you coming over here tonight. And then I gotta be cleaning up after you and asking you not to pass out on my couch with them dirty jeans on, and you know, bring something to sleep in next time or whatever. But no, that's not what we doing. See, that's not what we doing. So now here I am. I don't care. I don't even know what he's paid for these tickets. I don't even care at this point. I'm 45%. No, I'm 65% sure I'm not going at this point, because everything has been blown out the water. You know, you calling me the day of, I'm finna going down to the thing, you still coming out? No, because all the plans are shot to hell. I'm not, I explained that more than one time, dude. I'm not driving down there for an hour, drive back an hour. Then tomorrow, Sunday, drive that hour plus 3 more hours. And oh, by the way, whatever time the race is over, drive that distance to come back. It ain't that serious for me. And this is why, and I know y'all have heard me say this on some of my my videos. This is why I tell y'all I prefer to do shit by myself, all by myself. When I told y'all I was trying to go to Thailand to visit, I'm still planning on it. I'm going by myself. I thought I was gonna ask somebody to go with me, just as a guy, just want to hang out with. The more we talked about it, the more I started hearing them trying to change things to better them, even though they're not even paying for the ticket. We started talking about going on my first ever cruise, and I was talking about a solo cruise, and this is the reason why. Because I can't trust nobody. Even if I was to ask one of my homeboys to go with me, and the first thing I say, well, okay, I found something, you know, we going bare bones. That's cheap as you can get on the boat. I need you to send me some money. Oh man, you can't put on your card, and then I give it. No, we ain't finna do that, cause what you're not finna do. And even though it's cheaper from what I found out, and I've never been on a cruise, but what I found out, it's cheaper to go as 2 versus 1, because when I booked it by myself, and then when I said, let me add a person to see, it only went up, I don't know, $40, $50, something like that. I might as well take somebody. But the people always think that, no, we're not finna do this. And then they was like, one brother like, oh man, no, we should get the suite, man. Go on, book up. We should ball out. First of all, dude, it ain't gonna even be about that. The most time I'm spending in that room is to go to sleep and to take a shower and other, you know, restroom breaks. I should have just kept my damn mouth shut and just said, I'm finna book this trip. I'm going on this cruise. And I'm still going solo because I don't trust nobody to where it's gonna go smoothly. If I can't trust you to follow up on going to a doggone local, well, the next state over auto race, you think I'm finna trust to book out into December and your track record is bad with me? Because I'm the type of person, if I can't do it, if I don't want to do it, I'm good. I'll be honest. And then if you say, oh, I don't know, what was I doing Thursday? Oh, I was in a call with somebody and I couldn't turn my phone down. Dude, all we finna do is discuss, you need to send the money so I'm gonna book this room for Saturday night. What that? See, that, where was the disconnect? So, I am so turned off about this whole race event. This will probably be the first and last time I even think about going to an auto race. Because once again, I have let a knucklehead ass friend screw up everything, the plans. Because I was not gonna go ahead and book that room and have them talking about, oh, I'll get you my share back next week. I don't play next week no more. I have cut off and blocked a lot of people over them owing me $5. I ain't in the mood. I don't play like that no more. No. You can't borrow nothing. You can't pay me back next week. None of that. Because y'all know how we are. That people don't pay back. So I almost made it to the auto race Sunday. I'm not even thinking about it no more. I'm turned off by it. I'm turned off by the fact that there's no tailgating tonight. And how we get from tailgating, being out with people, to you think you finna come up here and pass out drunk on my couch. That is not tailgating. Screw you. You stay on over there. I'm just blown back by how this whole thing just played out. I really don't appreciate it. I feel like it was a waste of my time to even go through finding a room, trying to get one. Truth be told, had he been the type of person that was straightforward and can back his own shit up, we could have had a room booked 2 months ago, practically 2 miles from the race, and got a cheap rate. If they got any close to the racetrack, they $300 for a night. That same room that next week is gonna be $89. Why he don't know that, I don't understand. But anyway, y'all, I know y'all can say, well, you know, the next race, why don't you just go by yourself? That's the point. I really wasn't that deep into it. It's not, I don't even watch sports that much, so it wasn't that serious for me. It was the whole experience of the tailgating, experience of the race the next day, you know, and I'm glad, even though I already had, and I'm still going, I'm in week 8, mine, by the way, of no beer. Week 8, no beer. But I would have got some refreshments and took down there. I'm glad I didn't go in that liquor store the other day and start, you know, I was gonna take some stuff. You know, we're just gonna party with people. People offer you drinks, you offer them something to drink. You know, the whole experience. Shot to hell. So that's it. There will not be any auto racing. I will be sitting my little tail at home tomorrow enjoying the rain. And I we'll be out this evening. And no, you cannot come over here this evening and we leave from here going to the race tomorrow. That was not the game plan. I had no intentions on trying to rush down there at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And once you get there, you deal with the traffic, because I know how bad it is here in Atlanta down on Southside Tar Boulevard on race day. These people can't even leave their own neighborhoods because of all the traffic. I'm not trying to get caught up into that. So, but I'm done. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna run down there tomorrow. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm not getting a chance to experience the tailgate this evening. Nothing is as I thought it would be. So scratch the whole idea. Never mind. You find somebody else to go with you, because I don't like running around in mess. I just don't like mess, y'all. Like, we're gonna do something. Either we're gonna do it or we're not. When we talked about the room, and when I said, well, this is what it costs, we need to go ahead and book it. You should have just bling and cashed out that portion of the money. What are we waiting on? See, what are we waiting on? Because and nobody's gonna end up owing me money until next week. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. Because I'm the type, I go down there, the way I feel about people now, you don't pay me next week, I will go down there while you sleep and get the jack stand and take your 2 front tires off your car until you pay me. I'm just tired of dealing with people. I just feel that way. And that's not nothing violent. I'll just hold your tires until you pay me. So I just feel like y'all, I'm telling y'all, people, if you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. If you're not, don't bother nobody else. If you can't act right still, don't bother nobody else. Well, other than that, it's a great Saturday. Happy whatever day it is that you guys get to watch this video. I'm kind of doing 2 things. I'm doing this video for YouTube, and I'm also doing a live post. But that's gonna do it for me on this episode of what in the world is going on. You can tag it for whatever you want. I don't know. Call it whatever you want to call it. But no auto race for me this weekend. I'm going with plan B. And I had some other things on the back burner for this afternoon that I'm going to attend to. But until next time, you all have a great weekend.